Nigerians want to come back home. Our government needs to do better. Life over there is not that easy. She spoke about loneliness.
One thing nobody warned me about life abroad, about how lonely it can get.
It's easy for you to get depressed. Let's take it as bad as it's bad. Nigeria is. I can still come to your house, girl, how far? London, I'm closing the door on you. I don't want to see you.
Hello everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Wisdom Connect. I trust you love our last episode. I know you did, I saw your comments. So this is Wisdom Connect, the platform where we discuss about real life issues, always taking back to our guiding principle. On this platform, we're very intentional on becoming the best version of ourselves. Amazing all that you've said, right, about Japa and all of that, but guess what? I have more questions, right? But then I went to friends and some wisdom connectors that are outside of Nigeria, mostly around Canada and England, and UK. And I asked them a couple of questions and they answered, right? And I feel like sometimes let's just hear from people that are living there. And
from
let's
the
know.
horses.
Yeah, let's like hearing from the horse's mouth, right?
I relocated for postgraduate study. I wanted to advance my career, gain global exposure, and challenge myself in new ways. It just felt like the right time to invest in personal and professional growth. The biggest challenge has definitely been building a new community. You don't realize how much your support system matters until you're far from it. Mixing family and friends really hits hard, especially during quiet moments or milestones. It takes time and effort to create new connections in a completely different environment, and honestly, that can feel overwhelming at times. Yes, I do feel fulfilled. Despite the challenges, I'm grateful for the opportunities I've had both personally, academically, and professionally. I've grown a lot, learned to adapt, and pushed myself beyond comfort zones. So it's rewarding to see how far I've come. Yes, I've thought about Japa
All of them are
now,
saying yes.
even if
They're
just
all
for a
saying
bit.
yes.
Come back.
It's been a long time since I left the country, and I'd love to reconnect with home, to see family, friends, and rediscover the place that shaped me. There's a part of me that misses the familiarity, the culture, and that sense of belonging that only home can give.
Right.
So I'd say go with a clear purpose beyond just leaving. Know
what
your
you were
why.
saying.
Yeah.
Be ready to work on building a new community because that will help you feel grounded. And don't put too much pressure on
Before we go
yourself
to the next, but
have it
like,
all figured
if you,
out.
what did you pick from what she was saying?
Nigerians want to come back home. Our government needs to do better.
Word.
So, well, from listening to both speakers, it's obvious that most people would like to come back. But the truth is, a number of them want to come back visiting because of the way the country is right now. They miss home. They want to come back, experience home a little bit, and then they're back. They're off.
But based on what they are saying, is they would love to come back. Like,
not visiting.
not just visiting. Like, they'd rather come back home, like, if things were better.
That's the conditional part of it. But we know things are not better yet. So
Okay.
just to satisfy that urge, they will come back home, stay with family and whatnot, then they would go back. I have people,
That's you.
No, I'm
That's you
taking from
changing
what
what
she
they
said.
say.
Though.
Yeah, but
If she says she'll come back.
but what she's saying is people want to come back home, and it's obvious that. See, let's be real here. Life over there is not that easy. She spoke about loneliness. You know how lonely it is. It's easy for you to get depressed. Let's take it as bad as it's bad. Nigeria is. I can still come to your house, girl, how far? London, I'm closing the door on you. I don't want to see you. Like, I don't even think I can live in London. Or, even though I'm not a people person, but like it can drain you. The houses are so little. You are just stuck inside there. Like it can mess with anybody's mental health. Someone spoke about mental health.
Yeah.
We see a lot of them are speaking about education.
Yeah.
From everything these people are saying, they want to come back. If Nigeria is good, and I'm happy that as youths, we're sitting down on a show like this and we're speaking. And I pray that people are listening and the government is also going to listen. The youths want to come back to Nigeria. They love Nigeria. So I hate it when they try to make it look like Nigerians are running away from Nigeria. No, they are running away because Nigeria is not good. So what should the leaders do? The people that have the resources to make Nigeria better,
Riyah,
this
let
is
me
the
ask you a
time
question.
they
Riyah,
should make
Riyah,
Nigeria
wait.
better.
Riyah, did somebody send you that you're
She's
coming on Wisdom Connect?
on the political mode.
No, but so I host the breakfast show on TVC.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
of course, I'm definitely going to come for that angle. And when I get to sit on a show like this where people are watching, a lot of youths are watching, I want to speak facts. I want people to know that
Love
the
it.
youths are doing well. Of
Yeah.
course, we are quite intelligent.
Yeah.
But we don't want to leave Nigeria. We want to be here. I don't know the leaders that are watching. I don't know. The president might
That
watch
watch
this show.
tomorrow. Yeah,
Exactly.
you're right.
So-
Thank you so much.
So,
for that.
coming back to what Riyah said, I agree. Like, most people want to come back. based on the sample size we have. But the truth is, how do we get from where we are to where we need to be so that
we're gonna ask government.
wait, so that they can come back. The truth is, we can mention what the government needs to do from now to tomorrow. They know what they need to do. They're not going to do it, right? So what can we do? How can we bridge that gap?
They're not going to do it. Would they really not do it? Do you think they would?
That's up to them to
let's
decide.
not change the topic of discussion.
I want the narrative to spin from the government needs to do better. We know that that's like it's cast in stone. But bringing it home, what can we do
as individuals
to help? Right? I think that's where we need to look at it.
I also like that point where me as a person, because there's this song that says the change that you desire starts with you when you look into the mirror. So what am I doing as a Nigerian to make this place habitable for people to come back? So I feel like whilst we're talking about the government, I like what you're saying, Olaoluwa, I think we should also look inward and say, me as a person, how do I want to do better? What am I going to do to help this nation? One simple, maybe being a podcast like this and talk about life-changing opportunities or things that you can transform, But I like that. Yes, I'd like you to play the other two quickly. There's one that was very interesting to note why she Japa, the route she used in her Japa, her Japaing journey, and then, her advice for other people here. So I think I really like that one. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Bukola. I am Rosemary's friend, and I'll be answering some of the questions she shared with me. Okay, so first question, what inspired your decision to Japa? In my situation, my husband was the biggest advocate for relocation. He has always wanted that for our family to, give us better access to opportunities and a better standard of living. Even though in Nigeria, we didn't have a low standard of living, if that makes sense. Like, we were doing okay.
She said something which caught my attention. I've heard of stories of people, like managers in banks, like in organizations, selling all their property. Have you heard those kind of stuff? Yeah. They have lands, they have houses, they just sell it and move. Take the money and move. Go. And as much as, okay. I cannot talk down on them because they have their reasons why they did that. But in my head, I'm wondering, like, is that even a wise decision to make? Like, are you saying you don't want to have anything to do with Nigeria? Because that's what happens to that thing that you go and swear.
Affidavit.
No, not affidavit. When they go there, asylum.
Oh.
I have nothing to do with this country. This country is after my life. They want to kill me and my entire family. And because of that, I'd rather stay here.
Yeah.
Like, do you think they are justified to do that? Do you think people are justified for that?
So when it comes to people's personal reasons, I cannot speak much because I'm not in their hearts. I don't know what they're thinking.
True.
But you must have a reason for it to. If you're a bank manager, you're doing well at the bank, what is your reason for going there to go and start washing plate or washing toilet? Like, what is your reason?
Except if they probably have a job.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe you're getting a good job there. Because I mean, I've seen, like, you hear stories of big people leave their job, then go and start doing, like, jobs. Why? When you can also do something great in Nigeria. I do not understand it. I don't understand what they're thinking. I don't understand if they're mentally stable, so I don't want to speak on it because I don't know where they are coming from.
No, but then also, before you speak, I also hear of people that, for instance, they earn better. Like, when they compare that menial jobs earning, it's better to what they were earning here as
Please,
bank managers.
I'd rather be the bank manager.
So let's listen to what he was saying.
I've been relocating a lot in the last couple of years. So, like, right now, I'm not going anywhere. I'm tired. So, I'm not thinking of Jakarta right now. I just want stability. But yeah, if the opportunity presents itself in the future, why not? I feel like Nigeria is, an emerging economy. There are a lot of opportunities to do impactful things, to build businesses that solve big problems for customers, and to do really good things in politics and in the society, humanitarian things. There are a lot of opportunities in Nigeria because of how, I don't want to say underdeveloped, but we're
underdeveloped.
Country.
It is what it is.
So there are a lot of opportunities
Okay,
to develop. So why not in the future if it presents itself? One, me, I'm a career girl. So if you want to relocate, first of all, learn an in-demand skill. Yes. If AI is the one that is, in demand right now, especially in the technology industry.
Okay, so can we pause
do
that for
AI
a bit?
projects?
So if you notice, I think we just what was saying again about she would love to come back if what's it called? If things were done better, she wants to have organized businesses and all of that here in Nigeria. You're like, there's a part in that her recording which I would love us to listen to, where she talked about how she jackpot, what the routes she used in her, her jackpot journey. Because I hope media is able to help us get that together, and then we'll play that, because it was really, I feel like it was very intriguing, because a number of people I don't think follow that route. People are always about so I don't want to be the one saying what she said, but it'd be nice for us to listen to it. But oftentimes we're going for school, we're going for maybe most you're getting married or something, or you're going to just go and do menial jobs. But she went with a very clear purpose, and I really liked what she said. So I hope if they can't pick it up, I will just end up telling us the story. Okay. But after that, I would just like to ask you, Riyah, like, I know that we're all Africans and all of that, but do you have any unspoken struggles with being in Nigeria compared to being in Ghana?
I wouldn't say I do, because I already told you that I already had a feeling and love for Nigeria, so I wouldn't say I do. But there are things that,
like culture shock or anything like that.
There are some things that are quite different. For example, greetings. Ghana, most of the times we kneel on our two knees, but I think here there's a certain kind of people that do it.
Yeah, the Yorubas are the ones that
because I remember I went to greet I can't remember somebody I greeted on my two knees. I'm like, what's going on? Like, stand up, is everything? Somebody die? So I feel like just little things. But when you talk about Nigeria and Ghana, it's not much. We're just 45 minutes away, apart from the Ghana and Nigerian jollof. That debate goes on.
I was waiting for you to get there.
But we already settled that debate. Ghana jollof all the way. Yeah. But back to that. I don't think I had a lot of cultural shock. I don't think so. I think it's because it's same African country. Maybe if I had traveled abroad, then Have you heard of any story personally, really, of anybody that jackpot left Nigeria, right, and became mentally unstable?
A lot. Yeah, a lot. Some depressed, depressed, and they come back very depressed, and they were not able to make it because they didn't have a clear path to what they were going to do. Oh, there are a lot of people, like a whole lot. I tell you, like we hear stories almost. Check Insta blog even. You see, like, no, we're not giving them a shout out, but check. You will see a lot of stories of people that have been depressed. A lot of people that have started taking drugs, and that takes us back to the fact that you need to have a clear
purpose why you want to leave, and a purpose
why you're trying to leave.
Wow, exactly.
In my situation, my husband was the biggest advocate for relocation. He has always wanted that for our family, to give us better access to opportunities and a better standard of living. Even though in Nigeria we were not, like, we didn't have a low standard of living, if that makes sense. Like, we were doing okay, but he just wanted more for us. So my case is really peculiar because so in fact, let me give you the gist. So we had 3 relocation options. You know how people would say have multiple options when you're considering relocation? That's what we did. We had option 1, option 2, option 3. Option 1 was to go to school in the UK,
which everybody liked to do.
We applied and got admission into one of the schools in Manchester. And we had gotten our CAS, I think that's what it's called. Yeah. That was option 1. Then option 2 was to get a job directly from Nigeria to a developed country. And I could do that. For context, I am in product management. I'm a product manager. I've had fintech experience, payments experience in Nigeria. So that is an in-demand skill. And I kind of knew that, I could get into a payment company outside of Nigeria. I was also getting a lot of opportunities, job interviews in the UK, in some European countries. So I kind of knew that I could do it by the grace of God. So that was the second option. Get a job from Nigeria to a developed country. The third option, which was like more of our long-term option, we weren't expecting it to come as quick as it did, but the third option was to get the permanent residency in Canada. 3 options.
Like that was something that a lot of people
what we did not expect was for all the options to be successful at the same time. Yes. So the 3 options came into fruition at the same time. And that was really shocking for us. So it became a case of what do we do? Where,
Yeah.
which option do we go with? And we eventually settled for relocating to Japan, which was the country that gave me the job
And how many
opportunity.
people actually
I
relocate
ended
to
up working
Japan?
in an amazing, beautiful company in Japan. And at the same time, I think after a year or thereabout, we ended up moving fully to Canada.
Something she said which I really like is the fact
Yeah.
that first of all she learned, or she went to learn skills that are in demand. She's a product manager,
Yeah.
right? And then for not just product, I mean for a fintech, for payment platforms. These are things that are in existence. We have
Yeah.
most fintech companies are coming out from Nigeria. Let's be
True,
honest,
yeah.
right? But she learned that skill, and right here in Nigeria, she was able to get jobs outside the country. One thing she did not mention, because she's my friend, I can tell you, she got a job in Cairo, in Egypt. Like she was here, and then she got a job right here in Nigeria, and then got another job in Japan, which is one that she was talking about when she and her family, they was fully sponsored right here. But when you talk about Japa, it's either you're going to the UK, you're going to the US,
Or
you're going to
Canada.
Whilst this is not a bad idea, but these are other good plans in your Japa. That's what we are saying about going with a clear vision,
Yeah.
going with a clear purpose. You're saying something about, okay, the skills. Where is that skill needed? You know what I mean? So she now went to Japan, and she was there for a year plus before she and her family moved to
Yeah.
Canada. And they moved not because, the job was not good, because, okay, you know what, we have this, we may as well just go move here. So I feel that story was very peculiar. People need to learn that if you have to Japa, at least learn something. Learn the kind of skills that are needed in those countries you want to go to. Just like how you came here, because
Yeah.
this is entertainment savvy. Nigeria is the place,
Yeah.
is the home for entertainment. And she know, you know what? I'd rather go to Nigeria than go to South Africa. Not because South Africa is not going to be good,
Yeah.
but because I would achieve my aim here in Nigeria. So I think that's something that she said.
Yeah.
That,
And I love it. You can see that she had the right direction, and I'm sure
Right.
she's doing very well.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
your
she-
friend, so
yes.
I'm sure
She
that
is
she's
doing
really
amazing well.
When you plan right, when you have your facts right, when you put your value forward, when you learn, when you're not just going because you want to follow the crowd, when you're going because you have a dream, you've seen the future, this is how it turns out. So people that are watching us, that you want to Japa, I'm happy that you're seeing successful stories of people that had a plan.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that she went the route which she went through. And you can see that this person, she keeps working on herself.
yes, she keeps getting better, keeps improving
it's
herself.
It's beautiful.
And she had a unique skill set, which was very.
which was really good.
Ooh, one thing nobody warned me about life abroad. About how lonely it can get. And I experienced that loneliness when I lived in Japan because, of course, I didn't have friends, family. There was nobody. It was literally me and the job, or my family and the job. So, I was the loneliness and how much you're on your own. You're doing life by yourself. Nobody really cares. In
Imagine
quotes, when I say nobody cares, it's simply because I didn't have friends and I didn't have a community. So like there was nobody to look out for me. So my manager at the time in my Japanese job had to take the role of my
So I
my
think she was saying that her
community.
manager became her
Because
friend, became
he
her
understood
community
that,
because
I
of this
was
race.
new
At
in
that point,
Japan
what would
and-
you do?
What would you do?
And loneliness
no
is
options.
serious.
It's
Loneliness
serious,
is
I
a
agree.
joke.
It's not
like,
a
don't even joke
joke.
with it. Like that's why they even tell people if you're not able to get married, at least have a child. Because old age, even with that, loneliness is the worst thing that can happen to you.
I agree.
It's
To
the
be
fastest
honest.
way to get depressed. It's the fastest way to get fat because it's you and yourself and your food. You just keep
Eating. The food is your only
No, but
company.
that's the truth. And
So
then
I
most of
think-
the people that are there, okay, I think he wants to go ahead. Let's just let it finish, so we can just focus on.
my community because he understood that I was new in Japan and it's quite a difficult
And imagine
society
a
to get
country where
integrated into.
they speak a different language
So
from
I
you.
guess that's one thing nobody warned me about. Yeah, that's the only thing that comes to mind.
I think I just really like what you said about, because if you notice, the first person that we spoke that had her recording also mentioned the fact that it could be very lonely.
Yeah.
Because she's in Calgary. I know Calgary to
Okay.
Toronto is like what, 3 hours or 4 hours time
Yeah.
difference or something. It's a bit far. So that loneliness is a real thing. That depression you spoke about
I
is a
told you.
real thing. So as much as we are, here we're not saying Japa. Neither are we saying Jackpada. We're saying do what is right for you. You know what I mean? But like plan properly, like make the right decisions. And people really need to know that it is okay to want to come back home. There's absolutely nothing with
Stigma.
And if you want to leave, please, like we're saying, get the right skill. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine you left Ghana to come and be a farmer in Nigeria. I'm not saying that farming would not excel. You know, there are farmers that are excelling well, but you know what I mean? You could have done that well as well in Ghana.
Get the right skill, know what you're doing, know what you're getting into. And if you don't know all of those things, it's 50-50, not even 50. It's maybe
less.
80-20
I agree.
that, you know, you would stand the test of time. Because if you don't have all those things, you don't have the vision, any small wind that pushes you will fall. But once you have a clear vision, you know that you're working towards something. And that's the clear vision I had. So we're not saying go or don't go. Whatever you want to do, understand it, have a vision, put it on your vision board. Try to see, although we don't know how we don't know what tomorrow holds, but just try to envision like how you may want it to hold. And once you have that, I love her piece of advice. That was really beautiful.
So I think
That's
at
really
the end of that recording, she was saying, if you want, she's going to give advice. I'll just really say it. We're going to give advice to people that want to Japa, what we should say. So she's saying to them, learn an in-demand skill. Right now, one thing that is trending in the world is artificial intelligence.
And
she said, go ahead, learn about AI. She was, okay, I remember saying to you guys last Wisdom Connect that I have an MBA in AI. She was one of the people that pushed me to choose AI. Because I was like, I'm just going to do global business. She's like, no, you need to choose AI because this is things that are trends, that things that are useful. You don't know you might need it, but go ahead and do it. And she was one of the people like, no, Rosemary, go ahead and choose AI because this is what. So she's saying to people, even if you want to Japa, can you please learn a skill that is useful in that place you're going to? Don't just leave because everybody's going to Canada. They're making money. And I want to run and go. Well. And there are people, should we even go to people that would go as, what's it called? Let's leave down. People are going to come from me. Let me leave. People will not come for me. But really, honestly, if you want to travel, there's nothing wrong with traveling, but please go with a clear vision and go learn, like Bukola said, learn an in-demand skill, something that is needed in that place you want to go to. You might be China you want to go to, and then in China they are doing production or manufacturing or whatever. Learn something that you can use, you know what I mean? So let's just move on. If you've watched till now, then I'm telling you, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much for staying till the end of this episode. I told you it was such an amazing conversation you had in the studio. So for you out there that is watching us, please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let people know the story behind Japa and Japa that, you know, there's so much in store. So I'll be looking forward to your comments. I would want to read them. And of course, I would like to share more ideas with you. So if you've not subscribed, please, this is just where it is. Just subscribe right here. And yes, be able to see more videos and put on your notification bell so that every time we post a new video you get to see it. God bless you. Bye.